I'm Myra Deal. I'm 13 years old, I'm an actress, musician, and artist, and I'll be starting college in the fall. That's a different story. But today I wanted to tell you a little about my dad, Mark D. Deal, and his choice to run for Maine State Senate. This is how my dad met my mom, taught English in Asia, and got chased out of Korea by the cops. This is how my dad became a corporate lawyer in Chicago and found out that corporations are evil. This is how my dad moved to Maine to write books and was found by the Green Party because of his writing and decided to enter the race. This is how my dad got into politics. My mom and dad met when they were both teaching English in Korea. They fell in love even though mixed-race couples were frowned upon by Asian society, including my mom's parents. This was a problem because in Asia, everybody's expected to be the same. Being different was the same as being bad. The society punished nonconformists like my father, who found himself suddenly obvious as an ethnic minority. Mom's parents eventually chased them out of the country with the police. They escaped to Hong Kong, where they got married. Eventually, they settled in Chicago, Illinois, where my dad became a lawyer representing big corporations. He hated being bossed around, away from his family, and basically a slave to the organization. It was there that Dad realized that he was part of a justice system based on power and influence rather than on fairness. The culture of obedience and conformity was as strong in the corporate world as what he had seen in Asia. The firm was so powerful that no small, independent one could challenge it, and Dad saw that concentrated power like this was destined to conquer individuality around the world. He wondered why no one else noticed this. He realized that it was because we're all being manipulated, and that most people chose to believe the lies pushed onto them by concentrated power and money, the same way they bought into all other kinds of advertising and spin doctoring. Though Dad was miserable at his job, there was a new bright spot in his life, the birth of his new daughter, who would, of course, grow up to be amazing. Dad eventually got so fed up that he quit his job, moved to Maine, and started to write books, becoming what he had come to call a Maine cliché. In Maine, Dad put the ideas on power dynamics he'd had in Chicago into his award-winning book, 17. The book attracted the attention of the Green Party because it promoted individuals over organizations. They took a particular interest in Dad because he shared many of their views. They asked him to be a politician. Dad wasn't sure what to do. On one hand, being a politician sounded stressful, sleazy, and downright awful. But being with the Green Party had taught him something important. Just talking about what was going on wasn't going to help. If it was going to save the world, he had to get right out there and do it. It took a lot of work, but Dad finally got on the ballot, so now it's up to you. On this year's ballot, be sure to vote green, vote Mark D. Deal, Senate 2014.